Hello, happy Friday. And I thought this would be a great day to discuss spring cleaning. And I say it's time for Friday's Scarlett. So, so who is excited about the warmer weather, being able to go out more, and who's really, really happy about changing out all the clothes in their closet? Come on, you're all really excited, right? Really excited. There's nobody really excited. Nope, nobody's excited. So I would love to know now or on the replay, let me know if you feel the need to switch out your closets in the spring and in the fall. Like, so are you finding that you don't have enough room? So you think you have to pack away one season and replace it with the other? Personally, I don't do that. And I never have. I was very fortunate when I first lived on my own to have two closets in my bedroom. One side was for cold weather, one side was for warm. It was great. I was single, and that was, ideal for me. And then when I got married and shared a closet, I learned to not have too much because I personally didn't want to go through the whole thing of switching out. And then as I became trained at what I do and, better and better at outfits and buying and shopping, I didn't have a lot of clothes that I wasn't wearing. I didn't have a lot of, shopping mistakes or the need to swap out. And then the other thing, which is really great, is that a lot of the clothes now can be worn through different seasons. Like you can find a sleeveless top all year long now in the stores. But there was a time that you only could find them spring, summer, and then winter was just long sleeves and sweaters, right? But now, not that all ladies are happy about this because they don't want to show their arms, but anyway, so there's ways of layering clothes now to make them last for seasons, 3 seasons easily, as opposed to just like one. So what got me on this is that one of my members in my Stop Stressing About Dressing private club here on Facebook, and if you want to join, just find it and request and answer a few questions, and you're in. So what happened was she was asking, how to know how to really store her clothes in a good way because she doesn't have a lot of space, and so it was a really good question. And I'm just going to look here and read it. So what happened was I thought that I should discuss this and share what I had shared with her. So, of course, now that I'm so perfectly organized here, it's gone. Okay, fine. So anyway, so she wanted some ideas how to store, but it's not. What I want to say first is before you think about storing it, let's talk about reviewing. Let's talk about renewing and let's talk about refreshing what you have. Okay. So the first thing is before you just simply pick something up and pack it away for next year, how about we take a look? And one of the things that I've noticed a lot in women's closets is a lot of white shirts. And I want you to look carefully at your white shirts. And by the way, if anybody here is guilty of having lots of white shirts, I'd like to know. It's not unusual. It's not uncommon. But unless you need it for work, as like if you're in wait staff, a photographer at a wedding or whatever, you don't really need that many white shirts. But just let's say, okay, now you're looking at your white shirts. I want you to take a good look. And here's one that I wear constantly. It's by Foxcroft. You simply put it in the washing machine, cold water, put in the dryer for a minute, hang it up, done. No ironing needed. I love it. But take a look at your white shirts and make sure they're still white because they get yellow after a while. And the more you dry clean them or wash them or iron them, but the reason why I love this, no ironing, thank you, Foxcroft, is they start to get yellow. Now, when you look at all those white shirts, see which ones are yellow And then be honest with yourself. Are you really, really going to wear that again? Yeah, Nika says that she loves a crisp white t-shirt, but doesn't like button down. Button down's not your style, Nika. You're right. But the t-shirts also can get yellow. So the same thing. Anything white after a while can get a little yellow or get a little gray. And if that's the case, then maybe you shouldn't even be storing it from one season to the next. Because when it's time for you to go out, you're not going to be picking out your grayish or white button down or t-shirt or whatever it is that you have that's white. If it starts to look yellow, starts to look gray, maybe it's time to say bye-bye. Okay? So one less thing to store now. Think about it. So that's what I mean about reviewing what you have. So before you blindly put it all away, take a look. You might have some black clothes that are not that black anymore. They could have, sometimes after a lot of washes and dry cleaning, they start to get shiny, some things, or they start to lose the depth, the blackness of it, and they become more gray. Well, that's not how you bought it. So if that's the case, review it and decide. If you can't make it better, if you can't get the stains out, if you can't revive it to the original color, then stop storing it, because you're not going to end up wearing it. And you're taking up precious space and frankly, a lot of energy to pack up and move all these things away and out of your closet. Who wants to waste their time on this stuff, right? Okay, so now you can look at the white, you can look at the black, look at anything else in your closet. If it has a stain on it that you have tried to get rid of, whatever I said, then it's time to say, okay, I'm not going to wear it anymore. Or I'm only going to wear it if I'm gardening, painting, or rolling around in the dirt. But otherwise, why keep it? It's just taking up precious space. It's just making you think you have another thing on your to-do list. Don't bother storing it. So now that you've looked at these things, including shoes, what's maybe too worn out, or you're not going to wear again because you're not going to wear a heel like that again, or you hate it, or it's so uncomfortable, or your eyes start to water up the minute you think of putting your feet into it because they hurt so much. Okay, let's review. All right. And then get rid of it. And then we reach down. I wear these suckers like crazy in the cold weather. They're waterproof. They're by Aquatalia. They're very comfortable. I love these suckers. But it's getting, if you can see, it's getting a little white and it's dirty, right? From being worn in the rain and the snow. So I vowed today, before I put them back in the box, because I wore them 2 days ago, I am going to clean them, so that when I take them out next October, I don't have to go, and then have to do it. I'm going to refresh them now so that they are ready for me next year. So what do you have in your closet that you can refresh now so that you don't have to worry about it next year? So for instance, every fall, I take a look at my white jeans. I learned this the hard way. And I see which ones really need to be cleaned before I fold them up and put them away for, 6 months or 7 months, whatever it is. So if you do it now, you're not going to have stains setting in, and it's going to be ready for you, ready to go out that door when you pull them off the shelves or off the hangers. So look and see what you can refresh now. It'll make a huge difference in getting ready when the weather starts to get cooler. So it's the preparation now will save you tons of time later on. So what else can you refresh? If it's maybe it is a white shirt that's still white, but it has some stains on it, maybe the little coffee got on it. So it's time to wash it now so it's ready for you. If there's something that, has some pulls in it, then see if you can get rid of the pulls by pulling a needle through, or something that, the hem came off, hem it up now, get it done now so it's ready. Don't store anything away that you can't wear right away. Make sure you fix everything on it, refresh it so that it's ready for you. And then it's no big deal. So yeah, this is a great weekend to get to do that. I know it's the perfect time of year to review and refresh what you got going on in the closet now. And also, I always say you find things you didn't even know you had or you forgot about. All right, so now we reviewed, we've renewed, we've refreshed. Well, let me take it back. One thing you can do to refresh, now that you've looked at everything in your closet and you've seen that you have some pieces that maybe you haven't worn for a while or you forgot about, maybe you just want to improve your mood. Who doesn't these days, right? How about refreshing your wardrobe by adding in some color? So, women tend to buy a lot of black and a lot of black, but how about adding in some color now, or a fun necklace, or something that's a little bright and cheery that you can add to what you already own to make an outfit that you wear a lot more interesting, more fun, more exciting visually if you're, doing virtual events or speaking or whatever. Or I think there's this thing about going out like to a restaurant or something. I hear those exist, and people can go to those again, if you got vaccinated. So why not add a little something to refresh what you already have, right? And then back to the question for the woman in my Stop Stressing About Dressing group, how to store things. So she doesn't have a lot of closet space. She has to store her winter clothes to make room for her spring and summer. So here's a couple of things. After you've reviewed everything and refreshed it and renewed it and all that other stuff that I was saying with my R's, now it's time to put it away because you have no choice. One thing you could do is if you have suitcases lying around, they are typically empty, but they are a great place to store things in. And then you can put them under the bed or on top of the closet, wherever it is you keep your suitcases. Much better than ugly giant bins where you just sort of throw everything in because you don't want to bother reviewing and renewing and refreshing, right? Okay, so now you can use those suitcases, or you can get nice boxes, like believe it or not, I'm not going to get up now, but I have some beautiful wooden boxes from wine stores. They're really attractive and a great place to store some clothes instead of looking at those ugly bins, or God forbid, people who put things in garbage bags. Don't treat your clothes in a garbage bag, by the way. So, all right, so now you have these pretty boxes, or the Container Store, or Bed Bath & Beyond, or TJ Maxx, Marshalls, whatever. You can find some great things to put your clothes in there. Throw a couple of cedar chips or lavender because the moths do love to find our clothes and make some holes in them. So you can use your empty suitcases. You can use the shelves in your closet. You can use the pretty, boxes I was telling you about. You can use a spare room if you have it to put some clothes away. But odds are you really wouldn't need to if you just could pare down your wardrobe. So my clients, my thing, and Nika knows this, is fewer clothes, more outfits. When you have the clothes that are in the right colors and cut for you, you can make a whole bunch more outfits with them than having lots and lots of clothes. Every woman who I work with for the first time, when I look at her clothes, either on camera or in person, sorry for my dog, what happens is I see she's got a little bit of a purple there, and she's got a little green, and she's got a little yellow, and they're not even in the same family, and they can't be mixed and matched. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and there's no connection. But when there's a connection, then so many more outfits can be made, and you'll have fewer clothes, and you will likely not have to swap out anymore. Okay, so let's see now. Where am I? So if anybody has a question now, or in the replay, I want to show a picture of something and say, Scarlett, should I keep? Is it a review, or is it a get rid of? Is it a renew? Is it a refresh? But take a look and look at those whites, especially the t-shirts and the button downs and anything else, a sweater, anything, a pullover, a sweatshirt. But look at it. If it's got a lot of coffee stains on it, then maybe that's it. And here he is. So my dog. So yeah, thank you, Anika. A great philosophy. Less clothes, more outfits. Yeah, and I believe you helped me come up with that one because I blurted it out because you prompted a question, and it prompted me that popped in my head. But that has been my philosophy, but I never put it into words. So thank you for that, Nika. Shine 365 is her group. Very good. So I am going to put in the comments, I am going to be hosting a webinar next Friday, and it is free. You have to register though. If you're not there, I will send you the replay, but please register so you get your spot, and then I know who to send the replay to. And then I'm going to be discussing going out there again, being seen again, what to wear again, all these things that maybe some women have forgotten how to do. So I want to help everybody get ready to be seen again and get out of Zoom and back into a room, because we are getting so much closer to that. And I can't wait. And my husband went to a party last night for his sister's birthday. They were all vaccinated. It was a very small gathering, but it was the first time they were in a room together for over, a year. It was really special. And I can't wait for that too. So I would love for you to register and get your spot, because I want to help you be ready to be seen again and to be feeling good about it and confident about it, and help you hide any extra weight that might have been added. That's happened too, right? So for some people, I don't know, just for some. So I hope that was helpful. And I'm going to encourage you to take a look at your clothes this weekend and review, renew, and refresh what you already have. Okay, and I will see you next week in the webinar. Okay, and please register and get your spot, and I will talk to you then. Have a great weekend. Enjoy getting into that closet, and don't forget, try to get all the same hangers. It makes a big difference. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. Bye-bye.